डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम एग्रीगेट डिमांड एंड रिलेटेड कॉन्सेप्ट्स में इनकम डिटर्मिनेशन वाले पॉइंट पे आ गए हैं, जहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे हाउ टू डिटरमाइन सेविंग कर्व विद द हेल्प ऑफ कंजम्पशन कर्व. So as we all are aware how we are making the diagram of consumption curve, so you can see this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and this is the origin. On the x-axis we'll keep income, and on the y-axis we will keep consumption, investment or aggregate demand. Okay, and for that matter aggregate supply as well. We all are aware that aggregate supply is 45-degree line, straight slope curve, constant slope curve. Okay, this is a reference line for further establishing the psychological law of consumption. And the consumption curve is straight line upward moving. Why it is straight line upward moving? Because the intersection of consumption curve is considered as C bar, and the intersection point of consumption curve with respect to aggregate supply curve or income curve, which is already, as we all are aware, ex ante, means planned aggregate supply curve intersect consumption curve at one point only, which is called break-even point, or at this point consumption is equal to income. So consumption curve is divided into two parts. C is equal to C bar plus BY, where C bar is autonomous consumption and BY is induced consumption. B is what? B is considered as marginal propensity to consume. So now this is my consumption curve. Now I am going to draw the saving curve with the help of this consumption curve. Okay. How to draw this? You can see this is my curve, y-axis. This is my x-axis. This is my origin point. So here again on the x-axis, what will keep? Income. And on the y-axis, as we are going to show the saving curve, so saving. This is positive saving, and here we'll keep negative saving. Why we are keeping negative saving? Because we know at zero level of income, there is certain minimum amount of consumption exists, and for this consumption, there are three sources through this consumption can be achieved: past saving, borrowing, or sale of assets. So because of this, the equal amount of C bar is pointed here as a negative C bar. So starting point of saving curve would always be negative. Okay. So this is negative C bar. Now we'll draw the perpendicular from this line to saving curve, where we have found one more point, and from this point to this point we'll connect the straight line saving curve. Okay, this is my saving curve, and this point shows that S is equal to 0. So where consumption will be equal to income, at the same point saving will be 0. So the income level Y1, so this is the income level. This is the OY1 income level. Here we can also see OY1 income level. Okay. So at the OY1 income level, the consumption is equal to income, which is called break even point. This is called break even point. And at this break even point, saving would be 0. Why? Because we all are aware that y is equal to C plus S. When y is equal to C, then S will automatically become 0. Yes. So this is how we can draw the saving curve with the help of consumption curve. Thank you so much.